Detached home prices in Winnipeg are up 6.2% from last year, averaging $436,507 this September. That rise has a lot of people asking the same question: is Winnipeg still affordable? Let's look at what's really happening, what the data shows, and what that means if you're planning to buy or sell this fall. For buyers, prices are steady, not spiking, but you'll want to plan carefully. In September, 935 detached homes sold across Winnipeg. That's a consistent level of activity for this time of year. Homes spent an average of 26 days on market, showing buyers are still acting quickly when the right property comes up. This isn't a slowdown, it's a balanced pace in a more predictable market. If you're a buyer, quick sales means solid demand in a desirable areas, so you have to get prepped early. To see the bigger picture, compare 2025 to recent years. Sales volume is running just below 2024 and well under the highs of 2022 and early 2023. But what's important is that prices have held steady despite fewer transactions. That tells us demand is stabilizing, not vanishing. A sign Winnipeg's housing market remains resilient and well balanced. For buyers, less bidding competition, but still have competitive and quality listings. Selling can feel overwhelming. Knowing where your home stands in today's market is usually the first question that comes up. If you'd like to talk through what buyers are paying right now and what that could mean for your home, just click the link in the description to set up a quick call with me. It's simple, no pressure, and give you clarity before deciding what your next move should be. Winnipeg's absorption rate sat about 2.66 months in September. So that means if no new listings hit the market, it would take about 2.66 months to sell everything currently available. That's kind of in the middle of a balanced market and a seller's market. No pressure cooker for buyers and yet no freeze for sellers. And if you're a buyer, you have more breathing room, more listings, less urgency. And for sellers, a balanced market rewards preparation. Standout homes still sell fast. Here's where affordability and emotion meet the numbers. 52% of homes sold under list and 8% sold at list price, and then almost 40% sold above list price. If you've been feeling like it's harder to afford the home you want, you're not wrong, but these numbers also show balance is returning. Buyers have more room to negotiate, and sellers are adjusting their expectations accordingly. And if you're buying, this is your opportunity window. Negotiation is back, and for sellers, strategy beats luck. Pricing correctly is everything. When we break down by price, homes between the 300 and 400,000 saw 209 sales, and another 204 sales came from the price range of 400,000 to 500,000. That's more than 40% of all detached sales. So if you're buying, expect more competition under that 500,000 range. Act fast on well-priced homes. And if you're selling, this is the sweet spot. Solid demand when price aligns with the presentation of your home. And at the upper end, 64 homes sold between $700,000 and $1 million. And another 15 topped over $1 million. That's about 8% of all detached activity. Luxury buyers haven't disappeared. They're just more selective. The demand for premium homes remains strong when the value is clear. Active listings climbed to 1,752 homes in September, the highest since spring. That gives buyers more choice and putting gentle pressure on sellers to stand out. Overpriced listings are sitting longer, but competitively priced homes are selling faster. More inventory means more options for buyers, less fear of missing out. And for sellers, market visibility counts. First impressions in the first 2 weeks matter the most. Now let's talk about where the most sales happen this month. Waverly West and Bridgewater's areas 1R led the way with 28 sales, averaging just over 732,000 and taking about 35 days to sell. Next was River Park South 2F with 22 sales at $488,000, averaging about 13 days to sell. And rounding out the top three was East Transcona 3M area with 21 sales, averaging just over $413,000, selling in about 15 days. These neighborhoods show how value and momentum go hand in hand. Homes that combine affordability, condition, and community continue to move more quickly. Even within the same city, every neighborhood tells a different story. Some areas are seeing faster sales, others require more negotiation, and both can be true at the same time. That's why averages only tell part of the picture. If you're comparing your home to the overall market, make sure you're comparing apples to apples. What really matters is what's happening on your street or in your price range, where sellers don't compare your home to the wrong market. According to the latest Winnipeg Regional Real Estate Board report, the city continues to show remarkable consistency. Prices have inched up, inventory has stabilized, and days on market remain just under a month. Winnipeg continues to deliver predictability, which is exactly homeowners and home buyers need. Buyers' predictability equals opportunity, less timing, less stress, more focus on fit. You've been watching these numbers and wondering how they apply to your home. It's completely normal to feel uncertain, especially when the data feels mixed. The next step isn't guessing, it's a short, honest conversation. Click the link below, I'll put it in the description, to book a call. We'll walk through the situation, your timing, what makes the most sense to you. And if you would like a few ideas before that, download my free guide, 7 tips on how to sell your home. It'll be in the description as well. Thank you. We'll see you next month.